Gemini, because Mercury is your ruler. So if you're Gemini, and even Gemini rising, particularly Mercury is your ruling planet, therefore any Mercury retrograde can be quite discombobulating, and it may be affecting you more than it affects other people, right? Because some of us don't always feel the impact of Mercury retrograde as much because we're not as hardwired to have Mercury influential in our chart, but it certainly affects Gemini. So for Gemini, you are incredibly bubbly, communicative person. You rely on communication as a style, a love language, and it's also the way you cope with life, right? By being curious and informative. But sometimes you're not always thinking things through. Sometimes you're too quick to judge things and form opinions, or you go along with trends and the crowd without always understanding your sort of core needs. So with Mercury retrograde, the most important thing for you, Gemini, is creativity and your uniqueness, right? So you've got to think about the things that you can do that other people can't do, those talents, those language skills you have, and then you really got to capitalize, do more of that. So it's not kind of chasing what other people are doing. It's thinking, aha, they're doing that, but I'm really good at this, and I'm going to stick with more my core strengths. That works really well for you, Gemini. Hey, you there? Hi, guys. Nice to have you in. Just mentioning, if you've got a question for me, I will answer it. Otherwise, I'm just talking about sort of Mercury retrograde that's coming up 17th, 18th of July. But if you've got a question, we can go through that instead. Okay, I've got a flash goal. I've no idea what that is, TikTok. Flash goal, whatever. So as I was saying, with Mercury retrograde for Gemini and Gemini rising, you do have to watch out for colleagues, gossip in the workplace, people being unreliable, and it is a time to analyze people's motives when you go into any situation. And this can be dating, or it might be a contract. Ask yourself, how serious is this other person? Are they talking from both sides of their mouth? Watch what people do, not what they say. Words are misleading right now. And actions in the short term can also be misleading. You need to look at people's track record. You need to understand what's come before. Whatever they're saying now, people revert to type. So with Gemini rising, try and see the totality of the situation. Don't get stuck in the here and now, and don't misjudge people's moods. They can show enthusiasm. They can say a whole lot of things, but are they going to put their money where their mouth is? So wait to see action. Wait to see the substance of anything before you are prepared to take action. If you're making any travel plans, Gemini, particularly if UK, you're going away for the school break or whatever, getting ready for the summer holes, do make sure that your travel plans are properly organized. Get some paperwork to take with you. Don't rely on all the digital, because, you know, that can go haywire, right? Sometimes apps can be down, there can be breakdowns, and so you need some solid backup. So make sure you take some paperwork and you have all the things double written down so that if you get to the airport, there's any confusion, you've always got something solid go to. And again, if you talk to people, get names, get dates, say, I talked to this person, when, why, so that you always have something to rely on to back up your case. So good record keeping, really important for Gemini. Just tick those boxes when it comes to sort of good communication, admin. If you want people to do anything, your partner, whatever, keep ramming the message home. I don't mean you have to nag, but leave a note on the fridge, remind them. People are super forgetful right now. That can really discombobulate you. And also, you know, your diary is really important right now. Keep things written down. Well, that's not right now. That's going to be as we go into Mercury retrograde, which is starting 17th, 18th July.